NFL here with the game from last night, the Thursday night game, Cowboys at the Saints. We took the Cowboys -6. They win by 10. Bingo, bango, back-to-back hitting on Thursday night football games. Love to see it. So, Cowboys get the win here, 27-17. Obviously, Taysom Hill was the starting quarterback, and, a lot of people are clowning him on Twitter, and they really have been clowning him ever since he got that kind of $40 million contract extension to kind of be a gadget player here. I think we're going a little bit too harsh on Trevor Siemian. He really did keep the game close. Yes, he did throw 4 interceptions, but 3 came in the fourth quarter when they were down double digits, just trying to do something, move the ball down the field. But this was a really close game, folks. 7-7, then it was 10-7 Cowboys, then it was 13-7 Cowboys, and it really could have been a tie game because the first interception thrown by Trevor Siemian was actually a really great ball here by Trevor Siemian. So here we go, Cowboys up 10-7, 2 minutes left in the second quarter, and the Saints are at the Cowboys 26-yard line. They are in scoring field position. They're down 3, they're in field goal position. It's 2nd and 10. So they can tie it 10-10 going into pretty much halftime, or they could potentially even take the lead 14-10 here going into halftime. So let's watch this play right here. This was an interception by the Cowboys defense, and once again, great interception by the Cowboys defense. Ball Hawks, Walk of Fame defense, folks. Dan Quinn on the sideline being the head coach, and man, oh man, the defense truly took off. We'll break down the stats and all the numbers in a second here, but I want to focus on this throw here because everybody's just jumping to the conclusion that Taysom Hill is trash, and I'm not calling him the best quarterback in the league or anything like that. But we've known this Saints offense struggles. They don't have Alvin Kamara, and I think a lot of people that's their identity. It's like the Panthers not having Christian McCaffrey. Nobody's expecting Sam Darnold or whoever they got at quarterback, Cam Newton. Jeez Louise. Cam Newton's definitely not winning without Christian McCaffrey. Are you kidding me? But nobody's expecting the Panthers to win without Christian McCaffrey. That is basically their face of the franchise, their identity. The Saints are the same exact way with Alvin Kamara, folks. And I think a lot of people are just talking like the Saints have Alvin Kamara the last couple of weeks. I think they've lost, 4 or 5 games straight, and Alvin Kamara has missed the last, 3, 4, 5 games out here. So, yes, the Saints are not a good football team. We don't believe they're a good football team. They do need all their pieces. They have such lackluster pieces with no Michael Thomas and without Alvin Kamara. Sean Payton doesn't know what to do with the offense, and I don't know if he knows how to coach up these other kind of tier 2 wide receivers. And, during this game here, I was kind of thinking about, Sean Payton and all that, kind of following the same kind of blueprint of Bill Belichick. Very, very highly regarded coaches. Obviously, Bill Belichick a little bit more, but Sean Payton, is always in kind of the number 2, number 3 conversation of best coaches, kind of longevity-wise in the 2000s era, if you kind of want to classify it as that. And Sean Payton lost Drew Brees, and, this is the 1 year without Drew Brees. We saw Bill Belichick 1 year without Tom Brady. Not the greatest by Bill Belichick last year, and, the COVID situation in the opt-outs on the defensive side of the ball. We get it. But I do think we also have to give Sean Payton the 1 year pass. We see what Bill Belichick is doing this year, back to being fantastic, and how unfortunate for everybody in the NFC, in the AFC, and in the AFC East, and really just in kind of in the NFL in general there, that the Patriots are back. Hopefully you took advantage of the 1 year that they weren't back, but they're back now. Luckily, Tom Brady and the Bucs took advantage of the Patriots being out for 1 year, but they're back now, and it's truly unfortunate for every other team in the league. But I do believe we have to give Sean Payton 1 year. We can't really say that this year is going to ruin him as the coach, saying he can't coach without one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever do it and all that. So as the season finishes out for the Saints, I doubt they make the playoffs. They obviously needed Alvin Kamara back before we even think about the Saints even making the playoffs. But I do think we have to give Sean Payton a little bit of a free pass this season for the rest of the year and all that. But next season, Sean Payton is truly going to be under the microscope since Bill Belichick was able to turn it around in 1 year. Sean Payton, that's the bar. That's the bar. That's the comp. That's the bar. And we'll see if Sean Payton can do that next season. But let's get back to Taysom Hill here. He was looking decent. They were decently moving the ball throughout the first half, and then the fourth quarter came, and that's when all the interceptions came. Truly unfortunate. But let's get back to this play right here, right before halftime, trying to do something, trying to either tie up the game or take the lead, and this is Taysom Hill's first interception. And once again, it's to Kenny Stills, and Kenny Stills, we'll break down all the stats in a second, folks, I promise, but he went 0 of 5. He had 5 targets, 0 catches here by Kenny Stills, and this is what they're working with because they don't have these great wide receivers because Michael Thomas is out here. So Taysom Hill trying his best out here, and here we go from the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10, down 3 points. Taysom Hill's going to throw a nice, beautiful ball. It's a little bit of a one-on-one on the outside. Kenny still gets free. Look at the nice separation. And Taysom Hill has to put this ball over the linebacker right here, but drop it right before the safety. And what does he do? He puts it in the perfect position. Kenny Stills is able to make a play on this ball, but Kenny Stills is such an inconsistent receiver, especially as he's kind of aging a little bit out of this league. It's just kind of declining over the last couple of seasons, his production and his consistent ability at the wide receiver catching position. And it kind of goes off his fingertips, and then the Cowboys ball hawks defense does exactly what ball hawks do. They toe tap on literally like the last blade of turf that is in the not even the Superdome anymore. I don't even know it's not Mercedes Dome anymore. I don't know what the Saints is it Caesar's Palace or something like that? Caesar's Arena. Betting takes all. But I mean, it's a great route by Kenny Stills. It's open. Taysom Hill puts it really well. I mean, look at that fit right here. That's accurate as heck. It's just Kenny Stills can't get his hands really on the ball well, and they just kind of tip off of his hands, and then the Cowboys defense makes an absolutely amazing. I mean, look at this, folks. Look at that. Oh my God. 2 hands on the ball. That last toe drag swag. Oh my God. Give credit to Curse, baby. And this Cowboys Walk of Fame defense. All rising stars. And only stars can make this interception right here, man. Holy cow. That toe drag. Look at that. So close to touching out of bounds and all that. But he drags this toe right here. That's absolutely fantastic. The Cowboys defense absolutely showing out last night. But that was a great throw by Taysom Hill, and we know Taysom Hill is a solid quarterback. Everybody's just knocking him. But I do think there's some bright spots here by the Saints. Now, why the Saints lost last night was because they asked Taysom Hill to throw the ball 41 times. Once again, we're getting way too caught up here in this new age of NFL of just pure drop back quarterbacks. Get some finesse in your game. Start to mix up the offense a little bit. And we know Sean Payton's kind of been holding back this Saints offense. We liked really every quarterback that the Saints have put out. We liked Jameis Winston. We loved the accuracy. They just weren't taking the deep shots. We liked Trevor Siemian. Same thing. Good accuracy. Just weren't taking the deep shots. And once again, we kind of liked Taysom Hill. Nice dual threat approach, but they didn't tailor the offense to Taysom Hill. He threw the ball 41 times, and they only ran the ball without Taysom Hill about 14 times. Mark Ingram got 10 rushes, and Ty Montgomery got 4 rushes. So it's not like they were using a well-balanced run and pass game to use Taysom Hill's abilities, which is a lot of running and misdirection. Taysom Hill doesn't have the big arm, so you can't really go just pure vertically, drop back vertically. You've got to go a little horizontal with the screens, the wide receiver screens, the tight end screens, getting motion in the backfield, running the ball, read option with Taysom Hill. They're still not tailoring the offense to what Taysom Hill needs the offense to be tailored to. A little bit of a Ravens, obviously not as much because Taysom Hill is not as good as Lamar Jackson, although 4 interceptions by Taysom Hill this week, 4 interceptions by Lamar Jackson last week, kind of similar comparable stats from last week, so maybe they are the same player. I know if I ever say that kind of officially, I will be shot dead if I say Taysom Hill is the same as Lamar Jackson, or if I say that Taysom Hill is better than Lamar Jackson, I will be instantly murdered for saying that. And I'm not saying that, I'm just saying it's a little interesting, these last 2 games, kind of comparable stats a little bit. Let's talk about these stats since we're talking about comparable stats, and I actually kind of want to compare them to last week of Lamar Jackson, see if how on par they actually are of each other. But here we go. Taysom Hill goes 19 of 41. Now, I don't want Taysom Hill throwing the ball 41 times. I don't understand why they did that. And it's not like they got down big bad where they had to abandon the running game and only pass the ball. No. The biggest deficit, like we said, it could have been 10-10 going into halftime. They're down 13-7 going into halftime. Well done for the Cowboys to get some points out of that interception with only about 2 minutes left to drive down the field 71 yards to kick a nice short field goal. Very well done. So the Cowboys take a 13-7 lead. It's one possession. And then the first drive out of halftime for the Saints. They march down the field on a 55-yard drive, eats up 5 minutes, and scores a field goal. Now it's 13-10, still in the game. And then it goes to 20-10. But it's still 20-10, 2 possessions. You don't have to abandon the running game. And now this is how much time left? 4 minutes left in the third quarter. A 10-point deficit. So there was absolutely no reason to abandon the running game and have Taysom Hill throw the ball 41 times. Dak Prescott threw the ball 40 times. So why are we having Taysom Hill throwing the ball more than Dak Prescott? Should that ever be? Of course not. So here we go. Taysom Hill, 19 of 41, folks. What do we got? 46% completion percentage. Absolutely atrocious. Can never get behind that. 264 yards. Pretty solid for 19 completions. 2 interceptions to 2 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. 3 of the interceptions all came in the fourth quarter. Not going to put too much weight in all these picks. Obviously, they were all bad. I mean, it's not like the first one. The first pick was not on Taysom Hill. It was great. These other 3 were all on Taysom Hill, though. Bad reads, all that, bad accuracy, all that in the fourth quarter, but they were down 10. He was just trying to move the ball quickly. First interception came when there was 6 minutes left in your down 10. You just got to try and move the ball. So I'm not really going to count these other 3 interceptions. Yes, they're in the stats. It's bad optically, but I'm not going to weigh them that much in my overall opinion on what Taysom Hill is as a quarterback. And I'm also not going to count his last touchdown that came with 2 minutes left, and it went big to Damian Harris. I mean, and to make it a 10-point game at the end because they did get down 17 because of a pick 6. So I'm not going to count these last kind of 3 interceptions, and I'm not going to count the last touchdown. So he basically went 19 of 41, 264 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. It wasn't that bad. I don't think overall it was that bad of a performance by Taysom Hill given the lack of weapons that the Saints have. It's not like they were winning consistently with Trevor Siemian. It wasn't like the offense was looking so magnificent with Jameis Winston at the start of the season. I don't think Taysom Hill was looking that bad for what the Saints team is. I don't believe he deserves all the hate and the blame and the knocking on social media and even in the media. Nick Wright's hammering him, calling him a cosplaying quarterback. I don't know if I totally agree with that. I agree with the broadest of terms of what that means. I don't know how specifically I do agree with that, though. And then Taysom Hill, the dual threat ability, solid. And this is why we wanted to see Taysom Hill, because we know with Jameis Winston and Trevor Siemian, just pure drop back passers, they have no dual threat ability in their body, folks. This is why we wanted to see the offense get shaken up here with the Saints. Since just a pure drop back style wasn't working, Taysom Hill is not a pure drop back style quarterback. He gives you that dual threat ability, and they had the dual threat ability with Taysom Hill. He led the team in rushing yards, 11 rushes for 101 yards, but you have him throwing the ball 41 times, and that's why you lose this game. So it's just Sean Payton not switching up the offense, the offensive scheme here. I don't know what they're doing here in New Orleans. You've lost, 5 straight games? Shake something up. What are you going to do, lose? You're going to lose anyway. Come on, Sean. You still have a crack at the playoffs, folks, at 5-7. You can still get the wild card. Figure it out, shake it up, and get it right. You can move forward with Taysom Hill, but you must tailor the offense to a more dual threat style, misdirection, motion, read option, screen style. Get the ball out of his hands quickly. Misdirection, confuse the defense. That's what they need to do. And until they start doing that, we'll never buy the Saints, and we haven't been buying the Saints. Just took the Cowboys -6 last night. All right, so we just talked about Taysom Hill stats. Overall, not the greatest, but some decent green flags and bright spots mixed into this game. I just want to quickly take a look at Lamar Jackson stats from last week against the Browns, just because they're a little comparable. So let's see how comparable in totality. Lamar Jackson had 4 interceptions. That's why we're kind of comparing them here. Lamar Jackson last week against the Browns, 4 interceptions. Lamar Jackson threw 20 of 32. We get 62%, which is a lot better than 46%. So we'll give Lamar Jackson the accuracy. And Lamar Jackson wasn't even throwing the ball 41 times. He threw the ball 32 times. Saints, please don't ever have Taysom Hill throw the ball 41 times. Colts, stop having Carson Wentz throw the ball 50 times a game. Can we all rein it in a little bit, please? So Lamar Jackson, 20 of 32, better completion percentage, but Lamar Jackson only had 165 yards. Taysom Hill had 100 more yards. He had 1 touchdown. Lamar Jackson had 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions. Taysom Hill had 1 touchdown, basically 1 interception when we just kind of reconfigure it all. And Lamar Jackson had 17 rushes for 68 yards. And Taysom Hill had 11 rushes for 101 yards, 9 yards a carry by Taysom Hill. Lamar Jackson only had 4 yards a carry. So is Taysom Hill better than Lamar Jackson, folks? I don't want to get murdered, so I will leave that up to y'all. I'll leave it up to y'all to get murdered, okay? Alrighty. So Taysom Hill. Overall, not the greatest performance, but I think you can build off of him. I still think you could tailor the offense to Taysom Hill to have a winning performance decently, consistently. All right, let's finish up the Saints here, and then we'll start talking about the Cowboys. Mark Ingram, second leading rusher here for the Saints, 10 rushes for 28 yards, nothing. Ty Montgomery, 4 rushes for 21 yards. Once again, abandoned the running game early on. Why? Who was Taysom Hill throwing to? We had Deontay Harris, leading receiver, 4 catches, 96 yards and a touchdown. We had Lil Jordan Humphrey, 2 catches, 49 yards, a touchdown. Nick Vannett, 3 catches, 48 yards. Juwan Johnson, 1 catch, 27 yards. Traquan Smith, 2 catches, 15 yards. And then, once again, the most underutilized, a little disrespected receiver here of the Saints, Marquez Callaway, 1 catch for 13 yards. He did have 4 targets. Get him the ball more, please. Jeez, we're clamoring for it every single week, and we are still not getting Marquez Callaway being the featured wide receiver right here. Don't understand it. Ty Montgomery, 4 catches for 9 yards. So nothing great here by the Saints. Kenny Stills, 5 targets, no catches, ball off of his hands, interception. Come on, Kenny, get it together. All right, now let's shift gears to the Cowboys. No Mike McCarthy. Did the Cowboys play better? Once again, everybody clowns Mike McCarthy, and once again, I don't disagree with that. I don't love Mike McCarthy as a coach. I would never hire Mike McCarthy as a head coach. That's just me. I just don't buy the guy. I don't buy the man. And once again, underperformed with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay a little bit. 1 Super Bowl appearance. Come on. So did the Cowboys play better with Mike McCarthy out and Dan Quinn down on the sideline? The defense played really well, but the defense really always plays really well. So I don't think the Cowboys played any different or better without Mike McCarthy. So I guess Mike McCarthy can still be the head coach. I would kind of maybe think about, if I was Jerry Jones, maybe think about having Dan Quinn be the head coach. Maybe. We'll see. I doubt it happens, but I think it's something to consider. Cowboys had 4 interceptions, 4 turnovers, and the Cowboys defense was fantastic all game long. We'll talk about it. Walk of Fame defense. We can't talk about the Cowboys winning games and being dominant on defense by not watching the Walk of Fame defense highlights, right, folks? All right, so Dak Prescott here. He went 26 of 40, better than Taysom Hill. Thank goodness. 26 of 40. We got officially 65% completion percentage. We'll take that. 238 yards. A little bit of dink and dunk on 26 completions. He had 1 touchdown, 1 interception. The interception came here in the 4th quarter when they're just trying to ice the game. He throws a pick, and then the Saints throw a pick right off of the pick. So nothing great there by the Saints of not taking advantage of the turnover. Got to do that. Tony Pollard here in the rushing, 7 rushes for 71 yards and a touchdown. Tony Pollard doing his thing. What was it last week on Thanksgiving? The kickoff return for a touchdown to the house, 100 yards. And then this time he ran for about, 50 yards? I think it was like 50. 58 yards rushing here. One play for Tony Pollard. Just catch his speed. We're going to watch. Well, let's watch the play now because it's so gosh dang good. We know Tony Pollard is absolutely phenomenal. He's fast as heck. He complements this Cowboys offense absolutely perfectly. We know Ezekiel Elliott's a little bit more of a physical runner, so that just opens up Tony Pollard to do his thing rushing wise. So here it is. They're up 3 points right here once again in the third quarter. Still a close game here by the Saints. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. It's a 3-point game. I think we're blowing Taysom Hill a little bit out of proportion. Yes, the fourth quarter was really bad, but at the end of the day, he still kept the overall game close without Alvin Kamara and his first start 12 weeks into the season. This Cowboys defense has been together for 12 straight games. You think they're going to get beat by a third-string, first-time starting quarterback this season? I think we're just taking it a little bit too far on Taysom Hill. That's all I'm saying. A little bit too far. Rein it in a tad. Still have your fun with clowning Taysom Hill. I'm not going to deny y'all fun, but just rein it in a tad. That's all I'm saying, folks. A tad. And I think I know. I think I might get murdered for saying this as well, but I think he deserved the $40 million. I've got no problem with them giving him $40 million. I truly don't. He's a gadget guy. He's great. He evolves the offense at the tight end position when he has a quarterback, and he can fill in for a quarterback, keep the game close. If they have Alvin Kamara, they could win this game, folks. So here it is, Tony Pollard ripping it off, folks, hitting the hole, and he is gone. Sheer speed, not looking back, not looking left or right, just sheer speed. He knows he can beat anybody right here. Great job blocking by the Cowboys offensive line right there. Great job by Tony Pollard to break that last tackle. Little bit of arm on the thigh, doesn't stall him at all, and he's able to run once again, just rush and rush and rush. And man, oh man, I want to know the exact speed of Tony Pollard right here. Where is the next-gen stats with NFL? What was his top speed right here? That looks to me like 17 miles an hour, folks. That looks to me like 17 miles an hour. Let me go to next-gen on Twitter right here. Is my eye, can I spot speed like that, folks? I would say 17 miles an hour. They've got it capped off here. They tweeted out. Let me see. They tweet out that run. I don't think they did. Oh, and Paul. Oh, okay. Well, they did. Here it is. Tony Pollard. He reached a top speed of 21 miles an hour on this run. Woof, woof. Man, oh man, our eyes need a little bit of adjustment right here. I was seeing a little bit slower. Jeez. But 21.17 miles an hour right here by Tony Pollard. Holy moly. The fastest speed reached by a Dallas Cowboys ball carrier this season. Man. He also had his second highest top speed. Or, hey, wouldn't this be his first? Okay, last week he ran 20.97 miles an hour on the 100-yard kickoff on Thanksgiving Day against the Raiders. So, this man, we know he's got absolute great speed out here. Yes, sir. So, Tony Pollard, man, oh man, he brings great energy to this offense. Where did we got? Okay, I think it left. Okay. But yeah, he's absolutely fantastic, Tony Pollard. 7 carries, 71 yards, a touchdown, and he had that big breakout, kind of a little bit of game sealing, a little bit of a nail in the coffin right there to open it up to a 10-point lead, and that's kind of when everything kind of ensued with the Saints when they started to kind of throw the interceptions when they got down 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. So Tony Pollard putting nails in coffins out here. Ezekiel Elliott, 13 rushes for 45 yards, 3.5 yards a carry, not anything bad. And then CeeDee Lamb had a nice little end around, 1 rush for 33 yards. Once again, this is what I kind of want to see from this Cowboys offense a little bit more. Once again, this Cowboys offense is a little bit just too much of just pure drop back and letting Dak Prescott kind of sling the ball around. You've got Tony Pollard, you got the nice speed. Once again, incorporate that to the offense a little bit more with some read options, some quick kind of wide receiver screens, get the ball out of Dak Prescott's hand, the misdirection. I really think that can open up the offense. We're seeing this Cowboys offense, struggle here and there sometimes. And even in this game was close all game basically. And we're going to talk about CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott's connection in a second. But I think you've got so many pieces. This Cowboys offense is truly, I would say number one, but I'll kind of, I'll hedge myself a little bit by saying definitely top 5 of just pure best rosters of talent and weapons-wise offensively. And they're just a tad lackluster offensively in their overall production, I would say. Just a tad, folks. I'm not going overboard, just a tad. So just get a little bit more creative with the offense. Once again, with the Saints, you can't be drop back with Taysom Hill. The Bills, they're just playing drop back passing with Josh Allen. You've got speed. You've got Cole Beasley and Stephon Diggs. You can do speed and just quick hitters and misdirection. You've obviously got to get the running game going. The Cowboys, they have the running game, so it's easier for them to implement a little bit more of the misdirection offense. I think they got to do a little bit something here to spice up the offense a little bit. All right, and then who was Dak Prescott throwing to? We had CeeDee Lamb, leading receiver, 7 catches, 89 yards, very, very well done. But the connection and the chemistry between Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb, it's got to get more tightened up. It's got to get buttoned up a little bit more right here. And I got this play that really does kind of pointed out right here. CeeDee Lamb still had a great night. I'm not knocking CeeDee Lamb and I'm not knocking Dak Prescott, but 13 targets and only 7 receptions. Amari Cooper, 2 targets, 2 receptions. Dak Prescott and Amari Cooper. Dak Prescott owes a little bit of his success to Amari Cooper. Whenever he has Amari Cooper on the field, he plays so much more better. And their connection has never really wavered like his and CeeDee Lamb's connection has really last season and this season. CeeDee Lamb, 13 targets, 7 receptions. Amari Cooper, 2 targets, 2 receptions, no problem. So we got this play right here. First quarter, they're going for it on 4th down. Once again, these coaches being very aggressive. Even Dan Quinn, first time being a head coach here for the Cowboys since Mike McCarthy was out. He's like, yeah, we're going for it on 4th and 2 from the Saints 32-yard line. That would have been a makeable field goal. It's a 0-0 game, so they would have been up 3-0, taking the lead. But they go for it on 4th and 2, being aggressive. Once again, everybody going a little bit too far. We just need to rein in everything just a tad, and these teams can really just start turning it around just like that. Can y'all call me? Whatever teams are struggling, call me or just watch the show. Will y'all just watch the show? I can fix everybody. I can fix everybody offenses, folks. It's not that hard. Jeez. So here we go. 4th and 2. Dak Prescott under center. He's going to target CeeDee Lamb, and CeeDee Lamb's going to be 100% wide open, but that chemistry between Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb just a hair off, and it derails the 4th down pickup. It could have potentially went for the touchdown right here. So here's the play. Dak Prescott under center, the nice play action. CeeDee Lamb starting on the left side, running in the backfield, all the way to the right side, getting open, and it works to perfection. Then he goes upfield. This is CeeDee Lamb right here. He's working his way up the field now. Dak Prescott sees it. He reads it absolutely perfectly. But CeeDee Lamb right here, he turns his head outward when this entire middle of the field is open inward. Dak Prescott puts his ball inward, but CeeDee Lamb turns his head outward, and that's the reason for the missed hookup right here. We're going to get it better off the back angle right here. It's going to be so much clearer off the back angle. Here we go. It's the next replay. Incomplete by CeeDee Lamb. He has to, once again, since Dak Prescott saw it open inside, CeeDee Lamb had to kind of quickly flip back inside, and it's an incomplete pass right there, but this is wide open. We're going to get the back angle right here. Here we go. Dak Prescott. He sees it. Look at this entire middle of the field wide open, folks. Wide open. Dak Prescott sees it. Dak Prescott throws this ball on the inside shoulder, but we get a CeeDee Lamb looking to the outside shoulder. So just bad read here, bad miscommunication, no chemistry. They need the chemistry on kind of the ad-lib plays. This wasn't an ad-lib play. This was the design play, and it was a great design play. It's 100% wide open, but they've got to get right on that same wavelength. Maybe this ball was supposed to be thrown to the outside shoulder. Maybe that's what the play called for, but Dak Prescott sees, hey, if he just looks inward instead of outward, this goes for the touchdown. So CeeDee Lamb must see that. He's running right up the field. He's got the vision. He sees the entire field. He should know that, hey, this should be going inside because the entire middle of the field is wide open. Here it is. Dak Prescott throws this ball inside shoulder. CeeDee Lamb looks outside. This is the best angle, best frame right here, folks. Inside ball, outside look. CeeDee Lamb has to turn and twist all the way back inside to try to make a one-handed spectacular catch, but just can't. And they blow it. It's still a 0-0 game. The Saints take over on downs, and they could have changed the entire game off of this moment. Now the Cowboys still win, so this all gets brushed under the rug and nobody cares. But this is why the Cowboys do struggle. When they've been losing games, it's really the connection between Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. It's really never any, big concern between Dak Prescott and Amari Cooper. They lose the game when Amari Cooper's out, and they have to focus on CeeDee Lamb. And CeeDee Lamb's great. His catching is great. Everything is great. They target him. He usually has great high yardage games, but overall, it could be even more. It could be even better. It could be next level, folks. So just got to clean up the chemistry a little bit. And this team could truly just be monsters in this league. If CeeDee Lamb was catching like 90% of these balls right here, man, let's see his catch percentage. Let me see his catch percentage compared to Amari Cooper. Let's get these up really quick. Career stats. We can bring up career stats, what they're doing this season. I just want to see this catch percentage right here because it's got to be low, folks. It's got to be low. Catch percentage this year by CeeDee Lamb, it's 63%. Last year was 67%, so it's getting worse when you have an extra year. CeeDee Lamb is still young, second year, so it's not urgent now, but we need to start to see it a little bit more improving. So, catch percentage is going down. Let me see what Amari Cooper is with Dak Prescott, what his catch percentage is. Quickly, because I would say it's probably like 70% catch percentage. Absolutely something magnificent. So here we go with the Cowboys in 2019, his first official full year with the Cowboys. He had 66% catch percentage. Then the following year it went up to 70%, and then this year it's 68%, and he's missed a couple of games. So it's gotten better. It took a little bit of a hit this year because of, him being out and inconsistent in the lineup. So it's going to go down a little bit, getting back, missing a couple games. First game back, going to go down a little bit. But I mean, it's going up. It's trajecting up with Amari Cooper, with CeeDee Lamb. It's going down. We've got to clean it up a little bit. And if they do, they can win the Super Bowl. They can win the Super Bowl if the connection between Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb is absolutely doesn't even need to be perfect. It just needs to be a 50% better than what it is right now. We'll put the number on it. Alrighty, let's finish up these stats, and then we'll shout out the Walk of Fame defense quickly here. So here we go. What else do we got? Oh, I think that, okay, who was Dak Prescott throwing to? CeeDee Lamb, 7 catches, 89 yards. Dalton Schultz, their tight end, once again, a great he's so great. He's so integral for this Cowboys offense, folks. 5 targets, 5 catches, catch percentage, tight end university, big shout out there. Dalton Schultz, 5 catches, 43 yards. Amari Cooper, 2 catches, 41 yards on 2 targets. Michael Gallup, 5 catches for 36 yards and a touchdown, and he had that amazing back. Okay, let's watch that one. We got to watch this one because this was a great catch by Michael Gallup in the corner of the end zone. Let me see if I can find this highlight quickly. Right here. Right here. Right here? This toe tacking? I don't think this is... Nope. They don't got this touchdown here by Michael Gallup on the highlight. Give me a second, folks. Scrolling. It's so gosh dang good. Dak Prescott throws a jump 50-50 ball, back corner of the end zone. And man, oh man, Michael Gallup goes up and catches the ball absolutely magnificently right here. Oh, yes, right here. Let's watch this one more time. I don't know if you follow me on Twitter, but I live tweeted. I don't like live tweeting during games, but I got suckered into it. And I tweeted, OMG, perfection, all caps. It was fantastic. But here we go. 0-0 game. going to Michael Gallup here, corner of the end zone. Dak Prescott throwing the, oh my God, that's so, ooh, Michael Gallup. This is what we're saying. This team is way too talented to have, what they got, 4 losses? 4 losses. Way too talented for 4 losses. You got 3 deep as heck wide receivers right here, folks. Michael Gallup. Oh, my God. The ball is thrown really well too high, and that's what you have to throw it at. High up. It's a jump ball. It's 50-50. It's high enough, and Michael Gallup high points it to perfection. 2 feet down. Bingo, bango, man. Oh, man. Sheesh. Oh, my goodness. I mean, all these angles, I mean, it just gets better and better and better. Woo. Dak Prescott sees it immediately, throws it, no hesitation, 1-step drop, floats it up, bingo, bango, and that's a tug, baby. Sheesh. Absolutely freaking magnificent, folks. Absolutely magnificent. All right, last couple stats right here. We got Noah Brown, 2 catches, 14 yards, and Malik Turner, 1 catch for 10 yards. And then the Walk of Fame defense, folks. We had J-Ron Curse, an interception. We have DeMonte Kazee, an interception. We have Carlos Watkins, an interception. And obviously, if all those players are getting picks, you know Trayvon Diggs is like, oh, I'm going to get mines as well. 1 interception for Trayvon Diggs as well. For the sacks, Keanu Neal a sack. We have Michael Parsons a sack getting to the quarterback. Yes, sir. And let's quickly watch the Cowboys' best defensive plays right here. Once again, can't talk the Cowboys without talking the Walk of Fame defense, folks. Here we go. They just tried to hit a nice little screen right here, the Saints do. And here we go. Big old number 97 with the monster hit. Boom. Takes them down 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Walk of Fame defense, all young, rising, absolutely magnificent stars on this field. Next play in the backfield, easy peasy, 5-yard loss on 3rd and 10. And once again, I mean, what are we doing here? I mean, ran back-to-back screen plays right here. I think this was the opening drive right here for the Saints, not stretching the field vertically, going back-to-back screens. What are y'all doing? Truly, what is this play calling? I don't understand it at all by the Saints. I was going crazy watching that first drive. Absolutely trash. Here we go in the backfield trying to run the ball. This is why they couldn't really run the ball and had to get away from it. The Walk of Fame defense bringing them 2-3 yards in the backfield. Here it is again, 2nd and 7, going absolutely nowhere, maybe even a 1-yard loss, and it's the entire defensive line getting into the action. Taysom Hill scrolling to the right here, throwing, and it's almost intercepted by Trayvon Diggs. He almost had 2 picks right here. Should have had 2 picks. Here we go, Taysom Hill dropping back to passes. Here we go. This interception, this was a great pass here. This was the pick, the first one. It's an interception by J-Ron Curse right here, and it's a great pick. Great job by the defense right there. Still a good throw by Taysom Hill. Let's still reiterate that. But once again, Walk of Fame defense. They're ball hawks, baby. Here we go. Taysom Hill going to try and run with it. No. You're not running over this Cowboys defense. Shut that down. Right up the middle. No, thank you. Especially when you're not even, stretching the field vertically. Of course not. All right, Taysom Hill, the play action pass, and man, oh man, they just rushed the man. Michael Parsons, man, this man is an absolute monster, folks, monster. Here he is just playing edge rusher, doesn't get fooled by Taysom Hill, and then just purely goes to attack the man. Doesn't break down. This is what I love about this Cowboys defense. They just play so fast, and they trust their instincts, folks. They don't break down. I hate breaking down. I know it's textbook to break down and get them. No. They can juke you out. Just go and make the hit, make the tackle. Obviously don't miss, but read it and maybe come from an angle so they can't kind of juke one way. Just play it. So like Michael Parsons played it right here, full speed, bring him down. Don't let him try to throw the ball away. If you break down, he can throw the ball away. Go and attack. And this is what the Cowboys defense does, folks. They just play so fast and loose right here. Knocking the ball out of Taysom Hill's hands. Fantastic. All over the ball here, folks. What do we got up here? This is probably another interception. We're in the 4th quarter here. Taysom Hill, I don't know what the hell this was. He threw it about 10 yards short of where the wide receiver was, and that's an easy easy pitch and catch right there for this Walk of Fame defense. You give this Walk of Fame defense any freebies, they're taking advantage 100%. Taysom Hill stepping up into the pocket and another pick right here. This is Trayvon Diggs getting the actual pick this time, making up for his drop. What else do we get? I think we get one more interception we got to watch by Taysom Hill. A flag on the play, and this ball just... oh my God, the edge rusher just reads it perfectly, and he gets a pick six. The dude gets a pick six right there on the defensive line, just reading Taysom Hill's eyes the entire way. We got Carlos Watkins on the pick six, the big fella. Everybody being ball hawks right here, the corners, the safeties, and even the big men up front, folks. A complete Walk of Fame defense. Holy moly. So, Cowboys get the big ol' win here, 27-17. Saints offense is still floundering. The Walk of Fame defense is just, man, oh man, this is a legit defense, folks. Man, oh man, all over the ball. Shout out to Dan Quinn on the sideline, not in the booth, down on the field with the guys, and the defense is still absolutely fantastic, amazing, whatever you want to call it. Perfection, pure perfection. It's very close, folks. Cowboys get the win 27-17 last night.